Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy SBS coming to you once again with another video, another Gaming Talk 101. You know how I do it. So, I want to talk about, bipolar disorder and how it affects people. But before I even discuss this topic, I want to give a shout out to my boy Chris Conflict, straight out of Leeds, England, sending me this tight, dope, out of this world beat right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in love with this beat right here, yo. I've been listening to it for the past 2 or 3 days or whatever, and I'm like, man, this beat is fucking epic as hell, yo. But, like I said, shout out to my boy straight out of Leeds, United Kingdom. The whole UK stand up. You know what I mean? People from London, people from Birmingham, people from Manchester, people from Liverpool. All my love to the whole UK. So, anyways, though, folks, I want to talk about bipolar disorder and how it affects people, and how it works, and how the whole concept of I'm defining what bipolar disorder is. So, if you guys have been living under a rock and don't know shit from shit, that's why I'm here to explain. So, what is bipolar disorder? Now, bipolar disorder is where a person who has issues maintaining their emotion. So they have emotional problems. So it's like 1 minute you're happy. It's like nothing can go wrong. You feel good about yourself. You're feeling good about what's going on with your life. And then the next, you go through a world full of aggravation, where you're upset about something small or big, anything that really triggers your emotion, trigger you to be upset, sad, depressed, anything, just because of something, and it's pretty diabolical, don't you think, though, folks? It's really, something that you, as a person who has bipolar disorder, need to go check out a therapist, and they can help you with your issue, and also something to control that mindset. I've seen and I've heard and I've observed how people can get treated with bipolar disorder if they take their meds. If they take their medicine and they are able to think normally and have a normal state of mind, then it's possible that it can be controlled. However, the whole concept of how people claim or they are bipolar, I feel like the reason why I'm making this video is because, like I said, women can be bipolar, men are bipolar, but when it comes to dealing with a woman who has bipolar disorder, it's pretty much something that you cannot tame when it comes to women. You cannot get into her head to calm her down or whatever. So, my conception about when women and bipolar, when I was in high school, I've never heard of the term bipolar until I looked it up online. And they might talk about somebody who is bipolar, or say that they're bipolar, or whatever, And sometimes people use that as either a trend, or use that to their advantage of just be like, you can't fuck with me because I'm bipolar. Either if they're lying or telling you the truth, or assuming that they are, or assuming that this person really is, people are going to always be caught up in their feelings. That's just the way of life. If somebody has an anger issue, that means they have an anger issue. But that doesn't mean that they're going to stay angry all the time, unless they have a real fucked up problem. People who have bipolar disorder, their emotions are all over the place. Like I said, 1 minute you're happy, then the next you're mad, you're sad, you're depressed. It's like the weather. 1 minute it's sunny and it's a beautiful warm day, and the next it's raining, it's pouring, it's thundering, it's cold, it's snowing, or whatever. Because sometimes I always say when the weather at 1 minute switches up, I always say, man, this weather is bipolar as fuck. So yeah, pretty much, people's emotions are like the weather, because it changes up repetitiously. So dealing with somebody who has bipolar disorder, it can be very complicated, because you're gonna have to deal with some problems. You have to confront, you have to fight, you have to do a lot of things to deal with somebody who's bipolar. If their way's not working out, just like how a narcissistic person will argue with you, start some bullshit, they will pretty much go batshit ape crazy over something small. And that's what bipolar people would do. They get into their frenzy, and later on it's kind of like, yo, you went from this and now you went from that. And I feel like I said, it's very diabolical to deal with a person who has that type of mental problem, especially if it's a woman. And I've talked about it between arguing with a woman, narcissistic women, and etc, etc. I'm just trying to point down, I think this is the reason why, in today's society, women are acting this way. It's because of these mental problems. It's because of their environment. It's because of where they come from and why they are like this. Everybody has a way of their life where their frustrations or their bad behavior, their traits come from a personal background. Now, like I said, when you have to deal with bipolar disorder, it's like, they can't help their emotions unless they get themselves treated. The thing is with people who have bipolar disorder, they can admit they have a problem. A narcissist don't. They think they're perfectly fine. So, at least a bipolar person, they know how to fix their issues. They know they have issues. They're not very in denial. But what I will say is that their emotions is pretty much off the rooftop. That's just all it is. And when you deal with a woman who's bipolar, she's gonna feel sad. She's gonna cry. It's like a fucking soap opera to her. Like this Unbreak My Heart Tony Braxton type of theme, and in the mix there's some Mary J. Blige type of shit. Then you're happy and I'm walking on sunshine type of shit. There's always a theme when it comes to women and their emotions. Well, bipolar people, like I said, men can be bipolar. I've never been around a bipolar man before. I may not know, or pretty much never noticed, but I feel like the signs are there. If their emotion is like off the rooftop or whatever, then it happens. Like I'll be honest with me and myself, for example, I have an anger issue, but I don't show it because I'm in my normal state of mind. But what will happen is, it's like sometimes when you piss off the wrong person, or you're trying to set the fuel to piss somebody off, you gotta really piss me off at a certain level to do it. But I'm trying to work my way up of trying not to be mad over some things. But at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't give a fuck about being perfect. That's how I stand by. So when it comes to bipolar people, it's up to them. They want to try to fix their situations and handle it. But there are some bipolar people who don't take their meds, who don't want to be happy. All they do is argue, complain, bitch, moan, and start troubles, start gossip. And that's the type of people you gotta be very aware and step away from. So anyways though, folks, I'm gonna have to end this topic. So if you have anybody that you know, or if you are bipolar, please leave a comment in the comment sections below. Like and subscribe to the channel. Until then though, folks, SBS, I'm out. Peace and play hard.